How's it going? Good morning.
¿Eh?
Le digo aquí a los cuñados, man. ¿Quieres que me quite, ma?
¿Eh?
¿Quieres que me quite? ¿Qué tiene? Las vidas también son buenas, ma. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Buenos días, I'm José Reynoso, your Azteca Health Man. We're ready to make some coffee. All right. Good morning. Thumbs up. Dice aquí Josa. Jessa. Aguilar. Yes, Aguilar, ¿verdad? Okay, guys, so I'm gonna make some coffee here real quick. Vamos a hacer un cafecito aquí. El agua está bien caliente. Water's nice and hot. Let me give you your first heart deal. All right, give me my first heart. Thanks, I appreciate that. El mexicano de Chicago. El mexicano de Chicago. Thanks for my first heart. Appreciate that, homie. Muchas gracias, te lo agradezco. Vamos a echarnos un cafecito aquí. ¿Qué les parece, huh? Today is, ¿qué día es hoy, ma? Today's Saturday. Saturday the 14th. Okay, you guys, so let's make some coffee here real quick. María, está hierve el agua, ¿le apago? La chiquita. Ya está bien caliente, está hierve el agua, esta la apago.
Oh, sí, yo voy a hacer la café, padre.
Pero ya está.
Sí.
¿Ya la apago?
Sí, ya apago. Lo pone en la cucharada de café.
Check it out, you guys. My mom is making some nopales here. Look, check it out. Ya los tiene todos peladitos. She's taking off all of the thorns. They're all nice and clean. Ready to be cooked. Y viene los viewers, Uncle. Órale, claro que sí, el mexicano de Chicago. Okay, you guys, this is my beautiful mom. Buenos días, madre, ¿cómo le va?
Buenos días. Aquí ando limpiando un café que se me cayó.
Right on, mom.
Un pedacito.
All right, so let's get going here. Let me get some milk.
Oh, yo sé que no es café. Es mira. El alcoholito de la quiricua. Mira.
It's rubbing alcohol is what she's trying to say. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Today's Saturday the 14th, and we're gonna have some coffee here. All right. This is my beautiful mom. We're out of milk, so I'm gonna open up another one. Gracias for all the likes. Appreciate that. Buenos días, Luna Noche. Gracias. Good morning, tío. Ney. Buenos días, Ney. ¿Cómo estás? Let me get some more milk, okay? So yesterday, ¿cómo estás? Yo estoy muy bien, Luna Noche. So yesterday, ayer me robaron mi troca. Iba a venir acá. I was gonna come and see my mom and my dad in the morning. And then when I went to go get in my truck, ya no estaba. It was gone. So then So then we went and reported it stolen down to the police department. And you know what? They found it. They actually found it. They didn't steal any of my tools either. They took like I had some money. You know, sometimes you have change left over. Vas a la tienda, te sobra un poquito de dinero y yo lo pongo ahí en el lado. Y nomás eso se llevaron. So they drove around it for a little while. They joyrided. La manejaron un rato, no sé. Y y luego la dejaron ahí en el parqueadero del ¿cómo se llama? Se llama Food for Less. Here's my wonderful dad. Buenos días, papá. Yeah, so they found it. They found it in a parking lot at the Food for Less shopping center here in Santa Rosa. I don't know how long they drove it around because it got taken in the middle of the night somehow, I think. So they drove it around for quite a while because I had a full gas. I mean, I have half gas tank, and when I got it back, it was almost empty. So I don't know what they did. They cruised around, whatever. Y luego ya nomás la dejaron ahí parqueada en el Food for Less shopping center. Okay, so como les digo, no me robaron nada, nomás la manejaron y se llevaron unos cuantos dólares que tenía allí, pero my tools were still there. My tools were still there, and so thank you. I was already planning on buying another truck. Yo estaba planeando en comprar otra troca, porque dije, pues, ya me han robado la troca 5 veces, ya van 5 veces como en, I don't know, maybe like, I've been living at this place for about 6 years, and my trucks have gotten stolen. This is the 5th time now. 5 veces ya, okay? Ahí estaba bien cabrón. Por eso en veces I park my truck here at my parents' house, and then I walk home. So I'm gonna start doing that again because my parents' house is safer than where I live. Okay, dice hello. I love your stream so far, says Lil Chess here. Thanks, Lil Chess. I'm glad that you like it, man. Over here on YouTube. Appreciate that, man. So yeah, so that's what's going on. My truck got stolen yesterday, but I got it back. The Santa Rosa Police Department says that when you get something stolen, you need to report it right away as soon as possible, okay? Because they say that you know, the police cars, they have cameras, okay? They have cameras, and the police officers, they're not going to be able to read all the license plates on you know, every car that passes by, but the cameras do. The cameras catch all that. So if a car's reported stolen, when they're passing by, it catches it, and so it lets the officer know that, okay, this car's stolen. And so my truck, it was left in a parking lot in Food for Less shopping center here in Santa Rosa, and you know, some officer was patrolling by, and that's how they found it. They found it because we reported it stolen early in the morning, and then it's the cameras caught that. They caught the license plate number. They knew it was stolen, so they called us right away. They told us, hey, we found your truck. It's over here on the Food for Less shopping center. Come and get it out. Come and get it. So that's what we did. We went over there, you know, and the police officer, you know, once you show them your ID and all that, they let you get it back because it wasn't, there was nobody in it. So, you know, they just basically take off the report that it's not stolen anymore, and then you're good to go. Okay, Luna Noche dice, glad you found it. Me too. Gracias a Luna Noche. Because yo ya estaba buscando otra troca, ya estaba buscando en Craigslist. Estaba allí buscando a ver, you know, qué me conviene y cuánto dinero tengo y eso. Vamos a pescar, tío, dice aquí Berto. ¿Sabes qué? Sí quisiera ir, Berto, pero tengo que ir a trabajar hoy. Pero mañana vamos, mañana sí voy a ir. Mañana sí, mañana es domingo y mañana sí voy a ir. Hi, George. Quinones. Saludos para ti over here on YouTube. Right on. Sí, me gustaría ir a pescar, Berto, pero tengo que ir a trabajar. Y Tito Jr., gracias for all the gifts. Appreciate that. También, Berto, appreciate all the gifts. Muchas gracias. All right, you guys are getting the number 1, number 2, and number 3 gift badges. What's up, man?
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Hola, ma.
Días, hijo, buenos días. ¿Cómo están, mijo?
Bien, bien.
Bien, bien.
¿Ahorita? ¿Ya se me cayó el agua otra vez? ¿Cómo está acá?
I was telling everybody here that my truck got stolen yesterday, Eric.
Your truck?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
but they found it.
Fast?
Yeah, they found it the same day.
Did they steal any tools?
No, they just joyrided it because I had like a half a tank in there, and when I went to go get it, it was basically empty. I had to drive it straight to the gas station.
Shit.
They didn't take any of my tools though.
Ya le di la.
I think they stole some of the money that I had. You know, because sometimes you have ashtray money.
Ya se la di.
You put money.
Okay.
You like me when I go to the stores. I'll put extra money. I'll put it on the ashtray and all that, right, or on the side. And that's the only thing they took. And a couple of other stuff that I had there, but nothing really important.
Go wrong, man. That's why I leave my truck here because that neighborhood is we don't live that far from each other. Y allá sí roban. I've gotten stuff stolen from the back of the truck from that little Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So I licked that, but sometimes I have little stuff back there.
Yeah.
But I know sometimes homeless or something because they take the cans también.
Yeah.
Sometimes they find it easy to.
If they take the cans, that's cool with me. I don't mind. But if they take your stuff and stuff, that's kind of messed up. Okay, dice aquí Michelle Martinez. Dice the what? Say keep up the good work. You're making America growing. God bless. Hey, thank you, JM. Appreciate that very much. You know what? That's kind of like. A lot of Mexicanos, all the kind of minorities and stuff, we all make America great. Americans make America great. Black people make America great. But this new administration, I don't know. I think they're messing things up. When something's not broken, don't try to fix it. I don't know. That's what I think. Trying to comfort 3 different people right now. Oh, really? Well, I hope it sounds like you're doing a pretty good job. Conceal carry deal. Conceal carry? No, I don't want to be doing that. Because then when you carry a gun and stuff, you're asking for problems. I never have any problems with anybody. I've never had to carry a weapon or nothing like that. When you're younger, you get in fights and all that stuff. But as an adult, I've never had to do that. We go practice shooting and all that, but I don't know. I just feel like if you have a pew pew, that could backfire on you big time. Sometimes te la quitan. They'll take it away from you, and then with your own weapon, it could go bad. So I honestly don't. I don't believe that carrying a weapon like that around is a good idea. Okay, I could see having one at your home for when people break in. I could see that, but carrying it around and stuff, I think you're just asking for all kinds of problems. Okay, so yo cargo una cuchara. I carry my trowel around. I always carry a pala or a 2x4, but I think that carrying, a loaded weapon, I don't think it's a good idea.
Como they said on Friday, you carry these to win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
But you live to fight another day.
Yeah. Okay, so I carry these all the time. Dice aquí, ponte a trabajar. Okay, este viejo vehículo, you get muted. Nadie te estaba preguntando, primo. Olvídate de eso. Okay, this guy gets muted. Okay, ¿cómo me voy a poner a trabajar si estoy almorzándome? Me estoy echando mi cafecito con un panecito. Si me pongo a trabajar, voy a tener hambre al rato. Ten paciencia.
Sí, que no sea chemababa.
No seas chemababa, compa. Okay, we got Fullerton, Orange County. All right. Thanks. Fullerton, Orange County. Yeah? Fullerton. Thank you very much. Over here on YouTube. Like that. Thanks. Appreciate that. All right. Dice aquí forever. Forever. Alex says, Tío, we don't. Tío, we don't fish. We don't fist fight anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. There's most people don't fist fight anymore. Ya andan con puras, pistolas y eso, drive-bys and all kinds of stuff. Yo por eso no me gusta juntarme con chusma, because when you hang around with the wrong crowd, uh, you're asking for more problems. Si te juntas con chusma, a veces los andan buscando a ellos, y si tú estás ahí entre la bola, allí no, ellos no van a decir, no, pues este vato es hits okay, this one's not. Yo por eso no tengo muchos amigos, okay? Casi siempre ando nomás trabajando o ando solo. Por eso, when I go fishing, I'm usually by myself. I don't. And other people, when I'm with other people, they don't want to be on cameras. So, y dice mi mamá aquí que es mejor andar solo que mal acompañado.
Clarinetes.
Dice, don't mute them. It's better for your stream. Really?
It's funner.
All right. Okay, I'm not gonna meet them next time. Okay, but you know what? Cuando cuando me hacen enojar, sí, I'll mute them right away. Plus, you know what? When people get muted, all you gotta do is go off and then come right back in, and then you're not muted anymore. Okay? All right. Thanks. Okay, Big Tony dice, good morning, brother. Saludos y bendiciones para usted y su familia. Amén.
Amén.
Gracias, Big Tony. A ver, madre, dice Big Tony que te mande un saludo y que Dios te bendiga.
Yo también le mando saludos y muchas gracias, porque es un hombre educado y comprensivo. No le gusta llenar la bolsa de piedritas, el morral a otras personas. Porque hay personas así que nomás avientan plumas. No me refiero a las plumas que huelen, pero a las plumas de lengua.
Thank you, Mom. Dice, invite un cafecito, don. Claro que sí, véngase ella. Aquí está. Estamos tomando un cafecito con un sándwich de peanut butter and jelly. Para todos ustedes que quieran echarse un sándwichito aquí, hay pobremente.
Oh, sí, espérame ahí, por favor.
¿El teléfono?
El café no se lo llevo.
Ok, dice aquí, buenos días, raza. And that's from SRTB Trend. Okay, SRTB1 Trend. All right, órale, raza, un saludo ahí para todos ustedes. Dice, gracias, doña. Dice aquí Big Tony. Órale, Big Tony. Hey, Big Tony, where are you from? Where the kids, where do you watch us from? Okay. Guapo y trabajador. Gracias, te lo agradezco mucho. Pues eso de guapo no sé, pero el trabajador en veces tampoco no sé muy bien. Pero sí, muchas gracias. Pues a mí me gusta trabajar. Beltran. Okay, so it's RT Beltran. Okay, right on. SRT Beltran. What's the SRT? What is that for? Okay, tenemos aquí también a Jane García. Dice, good morning. Good morning to you. How's it going? Y aquí tenemos a Bridge. Saludos desde Colorado. Gracias. Un saludo ahí para todo Colorado, especialmente para ti. Es mi carro, compita. Ahora sí, es tu carro, compita. Órale, qué bien, qué bien. Ok, so tu carro y luego tu apellido Beltrán, ¿verdad? Órale. All right, we got Texas Trucking. Hey, thanks for all the roses. Thanks for all the roses. Appreciate that. We got Texas Trucking. Dice aquí, good morning. What happened with the truck? I got it back. I got it back, Texas Cowboy. I got a call from the San Jose PD. Well, we went to report it first of all, right? We went to report it, and and let them know about what's in there and stuff like that. You make a police report, and then in the afternoon, we got a call. We got a call. They found it, and they just left it in a parking lot. They left it at the Food for Less shopping center here, and it's actually down the street from where I live. It's like a mile away from where I live. The truck had about a half a tank full, a half of a tank when the night before, and then when I got it back, it was like an empty. So I was barely able to make it to the gas station. So they ran out of gas and they left it there. So that, you know what I mean? They didn't mess anything up though. They just stole some money that I had in the ashtray and stuff. When you have change left over from the store, that's all they took. They just took the little money that was in there, and I don't know. I really did. I have a lot of stuff in my truck, so I didn't really notice anything missing. My drills were still there. My Bosch and my tools, they were still in there. So I don't know. These people I guess they took it for a joyride. Okay. Tenemos aquí our Reyes dice, buenos días, tío. Gracias. Victor dice, good morning. Boss, viva México. ¡Ajúa! Sí, que viva México y toda la gente mexicana. Yo también soy de México, Yo soy ahí de Michoacán. Y acuérdense que todos tenemos que estar unidos. Mucha gente piensa que porque yo me pongo banderas americanas y eso, que yo estoy contra la raza, pero no es así. No es así, no. A mí me gusta estar mucho aquí en Estados Unidos. Aquí me he criado y eso, pero yo estoy con la raza. What's up, brother? Says our camp. How you doing, our camp 626? We got Keith says, good morning, Mr. Hardhat. It's time to go fishing. I wish I could go, Keith, but I gotta go to work today. Tomorrow I am gonna go fishing though. Tomorrow, and it's getting closer for me to go and get my boat. The gentleman that donated the boat to me, he found the title now, and so now I'm gonna be doing the paperwork on the boat and on the trailer, because you gotta register the boat and you gotta register the trailer, okay? Because there's two different things you gotta do. You gotta register the boat and you gotta register the trailer. Okay. Buenos días. Que on fat. Saludos, Jack. How you doing, Jack? And then El Baby says, así mero. All right. Hey, thanks for all the gifts. Appreciate that. Okay. Code name Hard Hat. Hey, did you ever see that movie?
Para la gente que no conoce los cautos, yo peleé ayer tantito de mi yarda.
Okay, you guys, check it out. These are cactuses, okay? For those of you that
tienen espinas. Cuando ya los pela uno, los dan enjuagaditas con agua fría y los pones a escurrir, y ya cuando están secos los alza y los vas usando. Miren.
For those of you that have never tasted nopales, okay, if you're a vegetarian and you like vegetables and salads and all that, this is what you need to taste. They are delicious. You can eat them raw. I like to cook them. They taste a lot better cooked. And my mom, she just cut these from her nopales outside. She's got a whole bunch.
Ya están enjuagaditos y no espinan.
Ow.
No.
Okay, you guys. So yeah, they have thorns and stuff, but my mom cleaned them all out, and now she's going to be making some nopales. So hopefully, I'll be able to get some in the afternoon after I get off of work.
Pena porque son caros cuando la gente los compra, pero cuando los siembra, uno los come bien buenos y les puede hacer con camarones, con.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Alien Tapaya Duarte. Alien Tapi Duarte. Oh, Alicia. Gracias, Alicia. Mamacita. Gracias, Alicia. Te lo agradezco for sharing. Appreciate that.
Alicia te lo acaricia.
Y so yeah, you guys, if you guys have never tried nopales, you guys are missing out, okay? Especially for you guys that are vegan, vegetarians, you like salads and stuff like that, you are missing out on nopales, okay? They're not that easy to do though, because they do got a lot of thorns. They got a lot of thorns and stuff. So, you know, my mom cleaned them out real good. She cut the brim all the way around. And now they're clean. She's going to be, I don't know, she's probably going to be cooking them. You can either boil them or you can put them on the grill. Se pueden asar también, también se pueden cocer, dama, o cómo.
Bueno, pues se hacen de muchas maneras, como cuando hace carne asada, los pone allí y le pone poquita salita, luego lo raya y así pues con asados. Y si no, pues los pica bien picaditos y a vapor le pone cebolla y poquito ajo y luego ya los come así con frijoles o con camarones y con chile guajillo y unos 2 chile pasilla y los camarones los tiene que frirlos, ¿verdad? Y revolverlos y es un buen potaje.
Thank you, Texas Trucking, for the heart me. Appreciate that. And then Texas Trucking just became the number 12 fan in the fan club. Thank you very much. Órale. Ok, dice provecho. Dice user 79 million. 79 million. Ok, dice aquí Celia Martínez dice: buenos días, un beso para tu mami, bendiciones que todavía la tienes, ¿verdad que sí? Gracias, Celia Martínez, te agradezco. And Jacob just got the number 3 gifter badge. Thank you very much, Jacob. El Chapulín dice: con sazonador. Con sazonador de la carne asada saben bien. Right. Sí, gracias. Sí. Cuando hacen una carne asada, si tienes unos palitos ahí en el lado, pues es de lo mejor. Yo me acuerdo cuando yo vivía todavía en México, cuando íbamos a cuidar las vacas allá en el cerro, mi abuelito y mi abuelita, ¿verdad? Ellos cortaban los nopales así, los pelaban ahí de volada. Y en unas cagarrutas allí, casi siempre allá en México mandaban una taza así de fierro llena de frijoles, ¿verdad? Y con unas tortillas. Y ese era el lonche, hacían una lumbrita allí, ponían la taza allí en la lumbre, allí cerquitas de la lumbre, como la taza era de fierro, the beans were cooked, ¿ok? Y luego con unos nopalitos allí, pues ahí en México hay nopales por donde quiera. Ahí lo cortaba mi abuelita de volada, los ponía ahí en la lumbrita y frijoles con nopales y tortilla y that was it. Era muy simple, okay? So when I used to live in Mexico, I used to go and take care of cows up in the hills. Yo era el vaquero.
Una taza de aluminio, de taza.
Ajá.
Taza de fierro, pues.
Ajá. And a cup like this.
Con frijolitos la ponían allí y se humaba, pero ahí lo quiere. Y entonces ya en su taco y con su nopalito y un chile asado allí.
Okay, where you from, carnal? I'm from Michoacán, huh? Okay, look, check it out, you guys. You guys see this cup? It's metal, okay? It's metal. It's metal. So when I lived in Mexico,
sí.
When I lived in Mexico, it's okay, Mom. When I lived in Mexico, part of my job, you know, I was a little boy, but I used to help take care of the cows, okay? And my grandma, she would fill up a cup like this, fill it with beans, and that was our lunch. You know, some beans and some tortillas, and then she would cut a couple of nopales here and there from the cactuses. She would make a little fire out of cagarrutas, cow pies. After they're all nice and dry, they make a great fire. Okay, they make a great fire. So we would put our cup that was made out of metal right next to the fire like this, and then with a couple of nopales, or even just like that, hacíamos tacos y con un palito. That was it. That was our lunch. Okay, so for those of you that have never, ¿qué parte de México? Yo soy de Michoacán. Yo soy ahí de Purándiro, Michoacán. Dice, I grew up just like like that, órale, best times que no. Pues sí, pero también no. Sí y no. Porque pues también por eso, like my dad here, my dad's right here, look, she's right there. My dad says that that's why he got us out of Mexico, because he didn't want us to suffer like he did, okay? He wanted us to have a good education. He wanted us to have a better life than he did. So, believe it or not, when I came from Mexico, it was a dramatic change. Big dramatic change. You know, I was 5 years old and I went from being a vaquero, cuidando las vacas allá en el cerro, okay? O ayudándoles allí con la yunta y eso, to just going to school, to playing, to having fun, okay? When I lived in Mexico, there was no such thing as fun. Tenías que ir a cuidar las vacas y eso. Y cuando mi papá nos trajo para acá a los Estados Unidos, it was a dramatic change. It was from then on, it was just going to school, you know. And let me tell you this, when I was a little kid, when I first got here from Mexico, I was 5 years old, right? And my brother Eric here, he was a newborn. He was a newborn. I don't know, he was like a couple months old. So anyway, check it out. I came from Mexico, and around our house, there was a lot of toys. There was a lot of little carritos. There were little dinosaurs and all kinds of toys. I've never seen so many toys in my life. Okay, you guys? And so I remember that.
Los bomberos daban juguetes 10 minutos para que uno agarrara lo que quisiera.
Sí, pero cuando yo vine de México, ustedes ya tenían un chingo de juguetes allí en
No, pues
allí en
sí,
Cotari.
pero yo iba de todos modos allá donde daban los bomberos.
And so there was so many toys around the house, right? There were so many toys around the house, and I had never had toys. My grandparents didn't buy me toys when I was in Mexico. My toys was, you know, una piedra ahí para aventársela a la vaca para que no dañen el maíz. That was my toys. Or sticks or whatever. O hacíamos monitos de lodo. We'd make little toys out of mud. So when I got here from Mexico, there was so many toys around our house, okay? There was little racing cars, there were little dinosaurs, there was all kinds of toys, right, all around the house. And so I was a little child, and you know, I didn't know better. So I'd go outside to play with the toys and stuff. I'd be playing around with the toys, and then once in a while, I'd see my mom coming around the corner, and I would drop everything. And I would just be like, pretending that, you know, that I didn't touch them, because I didn't know better. And then you know, sometimes when my dad would do the same thing, he'd be coming around the corner, and I would just, you know, leave the toys alone. I didn't want to get in trouble. And then my mom and my dad would tell me, "Hijo, why are you doing that?" You know, I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get in trouble, right? So my mom and my dad would tell me, "Son, don't you know that all these toys are yours? Don't you know that?" And I'd be like, "Mine? For real?" I'd be like, "Yes, we got them for you." And I'd be like, "Wow." And after that, it was on. But I used to play with those toys when people weren't watching me, because I thought I was going to get in trouble, because I'd never seen so many toys in my life. Okay? So that's what the big difference was when I lived in Mexico. Okay? Yo cuando vivía en México, yo no tenía juguetes, no me compraban juguetes. Mis juguetes eran unas piedras o unos palos ahí para cuidar las vacas. Okay? Esos eran los juguetes que teníamos. Y cuando yo vine aquí a Estados Unidos, mi mamá y mi papá, ellos tenían juguetes todo alrededor de la casa. Había juguetes por donde quiera, carritos, monitos, troquitas, de todo había, ¿verdad? Y yo me salía para afuera, y andaba ya jugando con los juguetitos allí, mirando que nadie me mirara, porque yo pensaba que me iban a pegar. Y en veces venía mi mamá, aquí está mi mamá, en veces venía mi mamá por ahí, y me miraba jugando con los juguetes, y yo cuando miraba a mi mamá, luego dejaba los juguetes allí y me hacía como que ni siquiera los había tocado, ¿ok? En my dad también. Y luego mi mamá y mi papá me decían, "Oye, hijo, ¿qué estás haciendo?" Nada, no estoy haciendo nada. Me decían, "Hijo, ¿qué no sabes que todos esos juguetes son para ti?" "¿Son para mí? ¿De veras?" "Sí, mijo, los compramos para que tú juegues con ellos." And I'd be like, "Wow." And after that, it was so much fun. Because at first, yo jugaba con los juguetes a las escondidas, porque no quería que me regañaran, no quería que me pegaran. Yo pensaba que me iban a que me iban a pegar o así, ¿no? So, yo jugaba con los juguetes a las escondidas. Pero luego mi mamá y mi papá me dijeron, hijo, ¿qué no sabes que todos esos juguetes son para ti? Son para mí, ¿de veras? Sí, mijo, los compramos para que tú juegues con ellos. Okay? Because my little brother here, he was still a little baby. He couldn't even walk yet. And my little sister, she was also a little kid. So the toys that my parents had there, when we got here from Mexico, they were...
Apenas tenía como 2 meses de nacido.
Eric was like 2 months when I came here. So anyways, all those toys that were all around the house, my parents bought them so that when we got home, for us to play with them. And I thought I was being sneaky by sneaking around and playing with the toys, hoping that nobody would see me, until my mom and my dad told me that they were those toys that were on the house. They bought them for us. Okay. So, yeah, dicen que son buenos los recuerdos y eso de México y eso, pero yo la mera verdad que no tengo muchos buenos recuerdos de México.
No, pues hoy ya hasta ni quieren trabajar. Los niños son bien madrosos.
¿Eres de Michoacán, Vale? Sí, Vale, soy de Michoacán, ahí de Purandro, Michoacán. Buenos días, dice aquí Shelly. Shelly, how you doing, Shelly? Thanks for all the gifts. Appreciate that, Shelly. Appreciate that. I didn't want to... I wanted to finish the story. So that's why. Pero, thank you. Lalo dice, I had lofa, lofa? Lofa. ¿Qué es eso? What is that? Thank you for the follow. Buenos días, gracias. Eres de Michoacán, sí. Is that your dad, homie? Yeah, that's my dad right there. And this guy right here, he's my brother. My dad, sometimes I don't put him on camera too much because he doesn't like it. Okay, he doesn't like it, and so yeah, but that's my dad. Good morning, carnal. Dice aquí Gary. Thanks, Gary. Gary Jaques. Sí, gracias. Thanks, appreciate that. Okay, you guys, dice, okay. Ahora, ya, ¿sabes qué? Si vas a poner esos comentarios, no los pongas porque todos no los voy a repetir. Es falta de respeto. Y ahorita no estamos hablando de tarugadas. Gracias very much. And that's for user 67 million. So don't do that shit. También tenemos aquí a Miguel Ángel. Gracias, ¿cómo le va? Aquí en Facebook. Kimberly! How you doing, mama? Kimberly says, good morning, Reynoso family. Sending peace and love your way. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. I appreciate that. Thank you, mama. Appreciate that. Bless, bro. You're the man. All right. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. So, yeah, you guys, a lot of people tell me que, México lindo y querido y que esto que el otro. Pero la mera verdad que yo no tengo muchas memorias buenas de México. Porque our parents left us over there because they were out here trying to, get things ready for us. So when we were ready, getting things ready for us. So they left us over there with our grandparents. Everybody was mean to us over there. I used to get bullied left and right all the time. So I don't have that many great memories of Mexico, to be honest with you, okay? Les estoy diciendo que mucha gente dice que México lindo y querido y que está toda madre del terre, pero yo les estoy diciendo que yo la mera verdad que no tengo muchas memorias buenas de México, okay? Mi mamá y mi papá, ellos nos dejaron allá cuidado con mi abuelito y mi abuelita, que nos querían mucho nos querían mi abuelita y mi abuelito, ¿verdad? And it was great. Pero everybody else was mean. In our neighborhood, people would bully me. They would beat me up. Me echaban los perros. In Mexico, all the dogs are vicious. So, people, our neighbors, around, they would sick their dogs on me. The other kids, they would beat me up. And it sucked, to be honest with you. So, yo la mera verdad que no tengo muchos memorias bonitas de México, porque mi mamá y mi papá, ellos se vinieron para acá, para Estados Unidos, to get things ready, para poner todo listo para nosotros. So nos dejaron encargados con mi abuelito y mi abuelita. Y aunque ellos nos querían mucho, de todos modos, la vida es dura allá. Yo andaba de vaquero cuidando vacas. Y pues no era, it wasn't a life of a, normal little kid like here. You're playing around, playing with a lot of toys and all that. No, over there is, vamos a cuidar a las vacas y que vamos a ir a arear y que vamos a traer el maíz and all that stuff. Okay, y cuando yo llegué aquí a Estados Unidos, todo cambió para mí así. Ya no más tener que ir a cuidar vacas, ya nomás tener que cuidarme de los perros. Y tenía un chingo de juguetes. A lot of toys, a lot of toys. I had never seen that many toys in my life. Nobody in our hometown had toys, basically. I didn't have toys when I lived in Mexico, you know. And so when I first got here to the United States, it was a dramatic change. Okay, so that's also one of the reasons I've never went back to my hometown, because I didn't have that many good memories of it. And so, you know, when you leave somewhere that is not very good for you, you don't really want to go back. Honestly, ya ven. Yo pues, de todos modos, hago todo lo que yo pueda para ayudar a la gente mexicana. You know what I mean? Con lo que yo puedo. Pero, uh, yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, you guys? Sorry, I didn't want to chew off your ear or nothing, but from Mexico to here, it was a big dramatic change for me. Big time, big time, big time. And I thank my mom, my dad, and God that they brought me from over there. I didn't want, honestly, I don't know what would have happened to us, but I don't think it would have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Becky, for the much love times one. ¿Qué onda, Don? Siempre anda bien alegre. Sí, ¿verdad? Pues es que yo tomo Azteca Hill. Y Azteca Hill siempre me tiene bien alegre y bien contento y bien energizado. All right. This is same homie. I got brought here at 7 years old, and now I'm 24 years old, and I don't know anything de Mexico. Ahí está, ya ves, pues, entonces tú puedes, you see what I'm talking about, right? I don't want to go back. I'll go visit or whatever, but I don't want to live over there. No way, especially nowadays, there's too much violence. You know, I don't know anybody over there anymore. Everybody that
all our families here.
And all our families here. My father and his brothers and sisters, they all brought all their family over here also. So I don't know anybody over there.
That's nothing to do with Michoacan. Michoacan, all respect to, pero Michoacan is, at least where we're from, is boring. It's a little town. There's nothing to do. Everybody wants to fight you because you're Mexicans. I love our people, but sometimes Mexicans can be the most racist. We go over there to visit our family, to have a good time, and they hate us because we're from over here. So there's a lot of envy, and that's when you're a kid. So you do get bullied. I got in fights, but when you're a kid. But now older people, they shoot and cut off your heads in Michoacan. They cut the priest, our town, they cut the priest head off. So, and all our families over here. So if we go now, we're risking them holding us for ransom. We don't have millions of dollars to give them. So, and all our families here. So I'm like, fuck that. I go to Puebla. I go to visit the pyramids and El Defe. I go to these tourist, beautiful places because there's nothing to do in Michoacan. And all my respect for our origins, but it's not that fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Eric's gone to Mexico, and he's gone to Mexico way more times than I have. The only times I've been to Mexico is with Rosarito. You know, in Tijuana, Rosarito, it's only been for business. It's never been to go on vacation. It's always had to do with business. And so, I honestly don't want to go back because it's not that easy. There's too much desmadre going on. Racism only applies when a race discriminates other race. Okay, well, then people are just being mean then. It's not safe. And like Eric says, it's kind of boring there. I don't know. What's the point of the hard hat? Oh, the hard hat's for the ladies. The ladies love a strong, hard-working man like me. Stick a health man. That's what the hard hat's for. Okay. What's the point of the hard hat? Yeah, that's for the ladies. Okay, what the envy? You are disillusional. There's nothing to envy. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, dude, but have a great day, by the way. All right?
I know. You know why they envy?
What?
Because all the girls want you, dude.
Oh.
That's why I got in fights with guys that I don't even know just because what's my fault? All the girls want you. I don't know, it's because we're good looking and they want papeles, or I don't know. They want you to bring them to the good life, you know, to the United States. So all the girls, I used to go to these dances, and I'm not lying. They'll flock next to you, and when you go to dance, ask for one to dance.
Mm-hmm.
The whole crowd, the 5 of them, they all stick their hand out. So you're like, which one should I pick? I'm like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're out the dance, after the dance, guys want to beat you up and stuff, and that kind of sucks.
Okay, that's envy right there, guys. All right, so don't tell me that there's no envy. Orale, shouts out from Florida, and that's from T. What's up, tíos? Dice aquí Francisco Flores. Aquí nomás, sobrino. ¿Cómo le va? Okay, T says, I miss my hometown, Los Angeles, but it's messed up right now. Oh, really? Los Angeles, is that like LA or is it other Los Angeles in Mexico? And where are you at since you're not in your hometown? Okay, Rolando dice, ¿conoces Serrano, Guanajuato, cerca de Purándiro?
Sí, porque allí tu tía Herminia, allí tuvo 5 hijos.
Dice mi mamá que sí, porque ahí mi tía Hermina tuvo 5 hijos. Yo la verdad pues no conozco, pues como te digo, a mí me trajeron aquí de los 5 años. Yo nomás me acuerdo ahí de Janamuato y de Purándiro, ahí donde yo vivía. You know,
vivía allá para el lado del panteón, para la calle del panteón.
Ok. Y también, you know, las cosas que yo me acuerdo es cuidando las vacas allá en el cerro y cosas así, ¿no crees que a nosotros nos traían acá que you know, de lujo, ¿no? Nosotros andábamos allá trabajando, no andábamos de guapos, no andábamos de turistas. Saludos de Houston, dice aquí J. Fitted 12. Thanks, appreciate that. TH. Teeth? Is that what you're talking about? I'm in Florida, but originally from LA, California. Oh, es un desmadre ahorita, es un desmadre. Allá están riots, hay un chingo de migra. Ah, cabrón, ahí en Los Ángeles ahorita. Hola, José, dice aquí Luis. Gracias, Luis. Luis dice, tell your brother and your dad and mom I said, hola. Ahí los mando a saludar a todos ustedes. De parte de Luis Peralta. Gracias, Luis. Órale, homie. All right, guys. So, anyways, I was just letting you guys know that I gotta go to work now. I'm gonna be leaving, but I did get my truck stolen yesterday, and I got it back. Believe it or not, they didn't steal my tools. They just joyrided it for a while, and I got it back. So, you know, thank God for that, right? I was already looking to get another truck. I was already looking around. Craigslist and all that to see what kind of truck I could afford, you know, and I was thinking, well, I'm gonna have to buy tools again and all that, pero pues Dios es muy grande, and I got it back. The police department found it. They left it in a parking lot with empty of gas, of course, but it looks like they were just driving it around for, I don't know what the heck they were doing, but anyways. And they didn't break anything. I think what happened is that my truck, it's got the key thingamajiggy, and veces no jala bien. So en veces, you know, en veces it'll start back up. So from now on, I'm gonna be making sure that I close it all the way, because once in a while it doesn't click all the way back, and so the ignition stays unlocked. So I think that's what happened. I think that you know, I must when I got there, I must have, you know, turned it back, but not back far enough to where it locked. Okay. Dice Kimberly says, you've been working very hard lately. I have, Kimberly. Have you noticed that? A lot of people think I don't do jack shit, but I do. I kick ass. You know, for my kind of work, I think I do pretty good. Speaking of working hard, I'm gonna be going right now to do a lot of demolition on some concrete work. We're gonna be jackhammering some concrete work and prepping for new concrete. So it's gonna be a hard day all day. I'd rather go fishing. Kimberly, but unfortunately I gotta pay my bills. So, you know, going to work is part of paying bills, right? You know what I mean? Can't have fun every day. But tomorrow I am gonna be going fishing. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'll go fishing. I don't know where I'm gonna be going. But but I am gonna go fishing tomorrow. All right.
Mari tiene 50 años.
Dice, no kings, no kings, no kings. Real Americans are protesting the orange fascist today. All right. Jake says, no kings, no kings, no kings. Real Americans are protesting the orange fascist today. Órale, homie. Okay.
Gotta watch out. A lot of the Latinos for Trump.
Uh-huh.
It's your trend. It's your how your feed, your algorithm.
Hey?
It almost gets to you. It almost got to me.
Really?
It wasn't until when he started, because he's had some things positive about the wars and some things I do agree with him.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't until he started talking at the end when he started bringing up the immigration shit.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I can't vote for this guy because it's like backstabbing your own people.
Hey, I snuck across the border. There's no way I'm going to be voting for somebody that's going to be putting up walls and all kinds of stuff. Yo también crucé la línea ilegalmente.
So I didn't want to backstab my own people, so I didn't vote for him. Although I agree with some of his stuff, of other stuff.
Most of his
but
stuff
I don't
is
agree
bullshit,
with immigration
though.
stuff because
Most of the stuff he says is bullshit.
Well, stopping the war in Ukraine, I don't believe supporting the Ukraine war and stuff. There's couple of things in here and there that he's all right, but just that one immigration part did it enough for me not to vote for him.
Well, I think the immigration detail part is more important than the world and than the Ukraine war for us. We're Mexican. Ukraine is way the hell on the other side of the world. And it's terrible and all. But we're fighting for our freedom here as it is right now, okay? Nos quieren sacar a la chingada. Eso es más importante que the Ukraine war for me. All right? Sosa dice, México, 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 ra, ra, ra. Taz says, good morning, man. Good morning, Taz. Rebecca, your brother is handsome. More than me? Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. All right, I'll let him know. He went to the bathroom right now. I'll let him know when he comes back, okay? All right. Do you have kids? No, I don't have any kids, Luis, and I'm not married. You guys ask me this every single day. You must be new here. Right on. Welcome. Good morning. Aquí dice aquí, Chulala. Mamacita. ¿Cómo le va, Chulala? Pobre high. Pobre high? All right. Gracias. Órale, Chulala, mamacita. Okay, Rebecca says, yeah, I'm confused now. Right? Well, focus, Rebecca, focus. Tienes cariñosas por donde quiera. Yo soy como el que más cuchicle bailo tango tururú. Tengo viejas a un montón. Ok, bien, órale. Provecho. Ok, provecho. Gracias, Chulala. Con tu desayuno. Sí, mira, ya me lo estoy acabando aquí con mi cafecito. Gracias, te lo agradezco. Positive energy says aquí. Seasons. Thanks. Positive energy is all we need, man. You don't want to be all negative and stuff, you know what I mean? When I do these little shows, I try not to be negative because then you don't want to start your day all negative, right? Good morning, buddy. Says aquí Richie E. Thanks, Richie E. Okay, it was. Let me see. Aquí Rebecca Delgado says you're handsome, Eric.
Yeah, all right, thank you. But all the people who remember I was taking my CNA, I ended up passing my CNA exam, you guys.
All right.
I failed the first time. I passed the written, but then the skill is not. You get under pressure. Everybody's watching you, and then I was only off by 1 point. I got. Passed. There's 3 skills tests. I got 90% on 2 of them.
Wow.
And then on one of them I got 79 out of 100 points. And you're supposed to get, which is still passing if it was a graded, but you're supposed to get over 80% at least on all 3.
Wow.
So I passed by 1 point on one of the tests. I failed, but then I retook it and I finally passed.
Well, congratulations, man. Órale.
So I got 2 professions, Mason and CNA. So. I just did it for skills to help take care of my parents a little better. Knowledge, power.
All right, Kimberly says, no kings. protests are scheduled for all over the U.S. today and in the city. Kimberly says, that's
You know,
great,
a mí
Eric.
me da ganas de ir a
You
los
go,
protests.
boy. Yeah, I mean, no.
A mí me da ganas de join the movement.
No way. I don't like those protest things.
No?
No, hell no. Yes, que you know why I don't protest? Because more people listen to me on my shows than if I'm out there in the middle of the crowd. Blah, 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 blah. You know, that it's too many people. A mí no me gusta andar en esos protestos y eso, porque hay mucha gente, hay mucho desmadre. Y a mí la gente me escucha más aquí. So I protest live on my shows. You know what I mean? Because more people listen to me than if I'm just part of the chaos. So I'd rather protest here. You know, I'll read comments right here, like Kimberly says, no kinks. Protests are scheduled for all over the U.S. today and in the city. You know, so I'd rather talk to people here than be in the middle of all that desmadre. That's good, brother. Órale, vato. Dice, mi tío se pintó el pelo güero y todavía lo deportaron. Really? Holy moly.
Que le ven en la piel.
Is that a peanut butter sandwich? Yes, it is. It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Buenos días con pasa. Dice aquí.
Some of the story my grandpa, because my mom's light skin.
Uh-huh.
My grandpa, you know, remember because this is like history repeating itself.
All right, you tell him.
You know the 1940s when the Great Depression,
Uh-huh.
was it 30s or late 30s or 40s?
I don't know.
Right, you know when the Great Depression, they blamed immigrants, they blamed Mexicans.
Uh-huh.
And they deported millions of Mexicans back in the day, legal or not legal, born here.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the movie Mi Familia, you'll get a little taste of kind of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandpa was my mom's dad was here, but you know he's blonde hair, blue eyes, because you know they're light skinned. My mom's side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was old, and he saw the immigration coming, and they're chasing everybody, and he just gave up. He's just walking like, okay, fuck it, lit up a cigarette, and then they were just running right by him. But since they just thought he was American, probably.
Well, he does look at my mom. My mom's totally light skinned. She just, you look at that, see?
¿Verdad, ma?
La güerita.
¿Qué dijo?
Okay, dice, you're too old, that's why. Juan says I'm too old. A ver, pregúntale a tu hermana, see if I'm too old. No te doy otra nomás porque. Okay, moving on. Go join the movement, Theo. This is the movement. This is part of the movement. Me talking about it, letting people know out there. That's what I do. Yo voy a ir a trabajar. Yo no tengo tiempo para andar ahí entre la gente que... Blah, 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 blah. I ain't got no time for that. Yo prefiero estar platicando aquí con ustedes. Mira, tú me estás escuchando. Miles de gente me miran aquí en TikTok diario.
Tell them if I join. Ask them a question, because I want to join that movement.
All right.
Be part of this action.
All right.
Should I take? Because I am part of being Mexican, my culture, but I'm also part of being American.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not too sure if waving the Mexican flag. I can see the point of people proud because we're fighting for Mexican rights.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not too sure. I'm kind of should I run around with the Mexican flag to show, or should I? Because I am proud of being American. So also, when we're in America, we want to fight for our rights here. Should I carry an American flag?
All right, you guys hear that? Dice mi hermano Eric que él quiere ser parte de los protests. Dice que si sería bueno llevarse su bandera mexicana, porque es orgulloso de ser mexicano, o que si debe de llevarse su bandera americana, porque también es orgulloso de ser americano. Y él dice pues que ¿cómo la ven? ¿Qué piensan ustedes? El rey de la construcción dice, ese don Ramón, ¿cómo le va su majestía? How you doing, your highness? Saludos from San Antonio, dice Big O, órale vato. I learned it in school. Zoot. Oh yeah, the Zoot riots. That's right.
No, that was way before that.
It was way before that?
Yeah.
Oh, Eric says that was before that. Is your jefe mad? Laugh out loud. No, my dad's never mad. He's just a very serious guy. He doesn't talk very much. When he does talk, you better listen. Talk, okay? How was the 90s in your... How was the 90s in my opinion? Oh, the 90s was great in my opinion. I was in high school in those days. I graduated in 1993, okay, from San Antonio High School in Petaluma. Man, I was popular in school. I was good in school. I was a 4.0 student. I even got a scholarship to go to college. And it wasn't like a full scholarship. but it was enough to get me going, to get me started. I went to college for about 3.5, 4 years, and then I stopped because I couldn't afford it anymore. So I just kept working. Tío, se va a hacer en vivo hoy en la pesca.
You know, you should go live and go live on there. That'd be pretty cool.
I did that last time. There was a protest here in Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
I did that over there, but it's the I gotta go to work, man. I'd rather go to work than be in all this madre medio. There's too many people covering it.
See?
Yeah, I don't
Take
like
the
it.
money donations he buys.
Hey, if you guys send me donations, I'll go. Well, I gotta make money, man. You know what I mean? No, Sakura dice que si voy a ir a pescar en vivo. Hoy no voy a ir a pescar, hoy tengo que ir a trabajar. Pero mañana, Sakura, mañana sí voy a ir a pescar y lo voy a hacer en vivo. Por si quieres acompañarme, te invito.
Primeramente Dios.
Sí, mi mamá dice que siempre primeramente Dios, everybody. All right? All right. Why not both? Says somebody, Eric.
Both? I don't know. I'm trying to see what's the better answer here.
Okay, and Annette says American flag. Okay, dice aquí Divas says freedom of speech. You can wave whatever flag you want. All right, American, half Mexican. All right, y luego Blope says American flag. Okay, so far more.
Two.
That's
2 and 1.
2 and 1. And then Chrissy says, good morning, U.S. flag.
That's 3.
Okay, that's 3 for American flag. Dice aquí que no se le olvide, señor, que México también está en el continente de América.
We'll count that as 2 and 3.
Okay, and then somebody else says, Americas. That's from Blue Dream.
That's 4 to 2.
Okay, Annette says America, but she already voted. Okay, so that one we already counted your vote, Annette. Hang on a minute, I gotta do this TikTok thing, or else it's gonna cut me off.
What is that?
That's when you start getting a lot of viewers. They start making sure you're not a robot. You know what I mean? What?
Don't tell me they blocked you.
Oh man, yeah, they're gonna block me in a minute. Hang on, guys. And if they do, I'm gonna go to work. Yep, can't do it. Try again. Give me a second, guys.
Oh, they don't want you to be a robot.
There we go. They start doing that when they know that you have a lot of viewers. They'll do that. Okay,
So
you
that's
guys.
4 and 2, guys.
Okay, las dos banderas, dice aquí Brisa.
You just wasted your vote.
Okay, dice aquí JN says American flag from me, my son, Rhett, and our dog, Wesley.
We'll count that as 2 votes. So
Wow. All right.
4 and 4. We're even, guys.
All right, hang on. There's more people saying Jamaican flag.
Okay, you wasted your vote, but Jamaica helps out.
Okay, dice aquí, somebody else says half and half. Okay. Luis says Mexico,
5-4.
ra.
Mexico's winning so far.
Adrian, flash upside down. Okay.
American flag upside down.
No, it says Adrian, flash upside down. I don't know.
Oh, they see that.
And then that one Slope says American flags. Are you married? No, but I would love to be con tu tía. Okay, moving on. El gato dice 2. I am putting the American flag upside down for No King's Day. Okay, you guys hear that? So people are gonna be putting the American flag upside down to protest against No King Day.
We'll count that as a vote.
Más de
So
lo
pick
que-
5 and 5.
5 and 5. All right.
I have both flags. Yo voy a llevar la bandera. ¿Cuál quieren? Yo quiero ser la protestante también. ¿Qué tiene?
Oh.
Para ayudar a...
Okay. Kimberly says,
¿Cuál llevo? ¿La bandera mexicana o la americana? Porque tengo que escoger una. ¿Cuál voy a dar?
okay, Kimberly says, Eric, carrying an American flag today at the protest may send a different message.
No, because you know.
What about if it's
America.
upside down? Like the people are suggesting, maybe an upside down flag.
No. I'm gonna carry with pride, man. I'm Mexican, and then I'm proud to be here.
Yeah, just because, it's like people like me. Look, I wear an American flag all the time, you guys. I was born in Mexico. But just because I wear an American flag, that doesn't mean I'm a Trump supporter. No, please, Jesus, no. Okay, so there's different things there. Okay, a lot of people right now when in the protest, I've noticed that if they see somebody with an American flag passing by, they automatically think it's a Trump supporter and they try to throw rocks or something at them. That's why I don't like to go to those protests. They'll see me, me van a agarrar puros putazos.
American flag's fine.
What?
It's only if it was like Trump or some kind of
Oh,
Confederate
the
flag.
Make America Great shit again?
No, that blue one, that Trump flag.
Oh, that Trump flag?
Yeah, it's like, how can you be flying some guy's name? Come no chingues.
Man, some maricones. Okay, moving on. Aquí dice...
America.
Raise the flag you want ICE to take you back to. To what? Raise the flag you want ICE to take you back to. Okay. I guess that means no flag, I guess. Okay.
That's American flag. That's all right.
No.
Take me back to the USA.
Yeah. Mexicano lindo, México lindo dice, jálese con una de América.
Okay.
Órale.
5'5".
Ya ves,
6'5".
y in this one is Mexicano lindo, Mexico lindo. So, you know, he's probably like us también. Yeah, he's like us. He's Mexican, but, you know, he loves America too. For distress. Yeah, the upside down flag is for distress. That I know that whenever there's an upside down flag, that means that there's problems, there's a distress. It's like saying help, 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 help. Right? Right. Texas flag, says Paul. All right.
California flag, maybe.
Yeah, we're from California.
Oh, what if I carry the California flag in there?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well,
You have one?
No, but I can go get
We're in a budget. We're in a budget. All right, moving on. Hey, Mr. Harley, how you doing, sir? Good morning to you, sir. Right on. Nice to thank you for sharing. Appreciate that very much. Rebecca dice, I'm making pancakes. Would you both like some? Yes, I would love pancakes. Thank you, Rebecca. Appreciate that. All right. Okay. Yeah. Right here. Here we go. F-150 says, Max says, yo! Okay, you guys were asking everybody. Eric wants to know what kind of flag he should go to the protest. He's going to be protesting, and he wants to know what flag he should fly. Mexican flag, he's Mexican, or an American flag because he was born here, and he loves America also. So we're taking tally on cuál se debe llevar. Bandera americana, porque él nació aquí, o una bandera mexicana, porque él es mexicano. Okay, so we're trying to figure out which one would be the best. Okay? Kimberly says, Rebecca, I'd like some pancakes too. All right, Kimberly. Okay, Rebecca, wait, you gotta make enough for 3 now. Our friend Kimberly over here on YouTube, she wants some too. All right. Son hermanos? Sí, somos hermanos. Simón dice, this is only for illegals, not immigrants. A lot of people have a misconception. I'm not American. This is Simon. Oh, okay, Simon. Then you're Simon then, right? All right. Okay. Yo digo que Simon. This is Simon. But you're obviously Simon, right? Don't worry, man. There's nothing wrong with getting confused with being an immigrant. It's not you're not gonna catch some disease or anything like that. See, I'm an immigrant, and there's nothing wrong with me. All right. Okay, somebody, el mexicano lindo dice, una de Estados Unidos. You already voted. Dice, as a Mexican, I'd run around with the American flag. Dice Aldo.
6'6".
Aldo
6'6". We're
Perez.
We're tied. Oh my God, we're no sé cuál escoger.
Hi.
What if I get those ones that are mixed? You know, TikTok sells
Oh,
ones
yeah.
that are mixed. Like
Yeah, half and half. Those are pretty nice. Somebody else says, is that the Ukrainian flag or what flag is that? I don't know which one that is. Texas says, saludos Aztec y también saludos a tu jefita carnal. Gracias. Ok, dice, amor, saludos a mi suegra. Madre, ya te mandaron saludar a cada una de tus madritas más.
Ay, pues muchas gracias. Yo también la saludo de aquí, de donde estoy mirándolo. Y muchísimas gracias.
All right. Dice que muchas gracias, Sol. Gracias. Appreciate that. Whoops. Hang on a minute, you guys. Hang on a minute. Whoops. Okay. Dice aquí, thank you for the follow, Orlando. Appreciate that. And, all right, Luis, where are y'all from? We're from Michoacan. From Michoacan. 916 in the house, and that's from Mac Macho. That's Sacramento, right? Sacramento area, right? Yep. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Also, baby. Okay, we didn't cross the border. The border crossed us. Okay, so we got somebody else that says USA flag. Both. Fly both. Okay, that's a good one too. Bandera Mexicana, dice Carlos. Okay, so Bandera Mexicana, dice Carlos, and somebody else says both.
Well, that's how many we got? We were at 6-6.
Okay.
And that Americana, that's 7.
Mm-hmm. Okay, dice aquí, Simon says, this is the problem. Y'all think people are only going after Hispanics. It's any illegal from anywhere. Okay, well,
Flyer, Salvadorian, Guatemala, go for Guatemala. I love Guatemala, so they're hard workers.
No, pero también like people from India, Korea, and from all over the place.
But they're targeting us Mexicans in California.
That's que we're estamos más guapos. Okay, you guys, so you hear that? So if you're one of those people that are also being targeted, go out and protest. Okay.
Yeah, carry your own. I can't carry. I mean, I love people from Guatemala, but I'm not from Guatemala, so I can't be waving their flag. You know what I mean?
Kimberly says, follow the crowd's vibes. What about if it's negative vibes?
No.
Si es desmadre? What about if they start burning cars and all kinds of stuff like that?
Ooh, should I wear my mask? Because they don't.
Well, see, that's why I don't go to those protests or none of that. I don't want to be hiding my face. I don't want to, be all covered up and doing this madre medio. No, if I'm going to go to those protests, I want people to see that it was me, Jose Reynoso, the Azteca Health Man, supporting the raza there. Not, some criminal breaking stuff, looting stores, stealing stuff. I don't want to go to, but I don't like going to those protests. If I'm going to go, I want people to know that I was there. I'm not hiding from nobody. Thank you very much. I meant if anyone else has American flags out. Oh, okay. Okay, you guys hang on. Melly, how you doing, Mel? Look, it's Eric.
Hey, what's up, Mel? I like Mel. She's a good person.
She's one of my best viewers. Thank you for being so sweet, by the way.
When we were in elementary, almost like every other class together.
Mm-hmm.
And cook, and then junior high también.
Orale. Thank you, Steve, 19 for the follow. Handy, 78. Thank you also for the follow. Hello from Albuquerque, dice Matías. Gracias, Matías. Okay, Rudy Gonzalez dice Mexican flag.
So 6-6.
Lope Zero says present the flag that gives you the opportunity to grow. Okay, well that'd be the American flag, right?
Well, it counts as 7 then. 7 American guys. They're winning by 1. Okay,
Angelica Reynoso says, remember you guys, it's Father's Day weekend. Thanks, we will. I hope I don't forget, because I do forget a lot. But this weekend?
I think so. Mañana.
Mañana is Father's Day? Mm-hmm. When is Father's Day, you guys?
Mañana.
Mañana? Mm-hmm. Órale. Okay, you guys, don't forget. I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, right on. Hello from Albuquerque. Who's this person from Albuquerque? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. That's from Mitas. Luis says, él también anda report. El ateniente errada reportándonos por Turi. Oh, okay. Right on. Here we go.
Join the calls, you guys. Fuck it. I gotta join the movement.
I'm gonna go to work. That was my part of my movement. Found the truck. Yes, we did. We found the truck, and it was just out of gas. They didn't steal anything. Right on. Thank you very much. Phillies, thank you for the follow. You going to the protest today? No, I'd rather go to work than protest. I protest here on my show. This is how I protest. More people listen to me here than if I'm out there waving all kinds of haciendo desmadre. Nobody knows that it's you. It's just millions of people. I don't like that. I'd rather protest right here. More people listen to me here, you guys. Okay, see, I'm getting all of you guys to start talking about this. And obviously everything's positive so far. So this is how I protest. This is how I help. Okay, you guys. All right. Okay, Melly Mel says yes tomorrow. Orale. Viva Mexico. Okay, so that's another Mexican flag right there. En que jala.
Sorry, guys.
Construction. We're masonry. You going to the Bay Area protest? No Kings protest today? No, I'm gonna go to work. I'm protesting it here live on my show. You know, more people listen to me here than in the protest. Plus, I gotta get stuff done. You know what I mean? There's gonna be protests all the time, and I really don't like to be in big mobs like that because it's like finding a needle in a haystack. There's so many people that it's just chaos. I'd rather talk about it here. More people watch me here than if I was in the middle of a big crowd. Okay? Thank you very much. Hello from the Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids, Missouri? Is that Missouri or Minnesota? Where's the Grand Rapids from?
Grand Rapids.
Michigan?
I'm not sure.
It's ML. Okay. Father's Day weekend. Better go to the store for some milk, right?
Quiero darle las gracias a don Israel
Okay.
por el pan que me manda. Dios me lo cuide y me lo bendiga. Y pues yo ya me tomé mi desayuno. Y muchas gracias. Y les comparto también a mis hijos cuando ellos quieren. Y yo me encanta mi panito.
Oh, can you buy that tablecloth still? Yes, yes you can. It's still available. What do you want to offer? The last offer was, I think it was like $500.
Mira.
Okay, good morning, my handsome friend, Gail. What's up, sweetie? Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. Nice to have you here, Gail. You always brighten on my day. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you for the follow. Juan Sanchez, appreciate that. Tiene que poner la alarma, poner insurance. Oh, sí, 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 gracias. En eso ando, en eso ando. Y Basting says, hola, ma. Órale, 525. Madre, aquí está alguien que te ofrece 525 por tu mantel.
Pues ya está, dile que lo necesito mucho para mandárselo.
Dice mi mamá que sí, pero cuando me mandes el dinero, entonces te vamos a mandar el mantel. ¿Ok? Si puedes mandármelo through you can send it through Apple Pay, or you can send it through my what's this called? This is called this is my ¿cómo se llama esta? What is this one called? It's not Apple Pay, it's that other one. That's just not PayPal either. It's just I forgot what it's called. Pero my mom says yes, you can still. She says she'll give it to you for $525. Arriba la mafia. No, aquí no somos mafiosos. You always make my day better. Really, Gail? Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. It's part of my job. Where do I send? You can send it to my Cash App. This is Cash App, and you can send it right here to $Azteca Health Show. Take a screenshot. It's a $Azteca Health Show. Okay? When I receive the money and I can check it on my phone, then you can put a note on there giving us your name, your address, where to send it to, and then my mom will send it to you. Okay? Okay. Yeah, Cash App. Thanks, Aki. Thanks, appreciate that. We have green card, Rich. Okay, ya salió la migra aquí. That's none of your business, Rich, whether I do or whether I don't. Take a big wild guess, all right? There you go. Okay, Venmo. Cash App, yes, Cash App. The bank you use, the bank I use. I also use Bank of America, but then you gotta give your phone number out, and you know I don't want. I'm gonna have people calling me left and right, all kinds of ladies, and mejor no, Zelle. I don't like to give you gotta give your information out to Zelle and all that. That's why I don't like to do that. Are you a U.S. citizen? Okay, more migra over here, LM. Once again, that is none of your business, whether an American citizen or African citizen or Korean citizen.
Or Cuban citizen.
Okay, what about you? What about your tia? Is she a citizen? All right, so yeah, it's none of your business. Thank you very much. Cash App, Jose. Oh yeah, Cash App. Thank you,
They're gonna ask
Angelica.
for your, when they ask you for stuff like that, you want my social next? Or
Yeah, you want my social next?
You want to know my peanut size?
You want to know my? You want to know how long it is or what? I gotta be careful because there's a lot of ladies and gentlemen here, and I don't want to sound like an idiot, talking crap. So if I'm an American citizen or if I'm an illegal alien, that's nobody's business. But I did cross the border illegally many years ago, and I'll tell you the story about that one of these days. Some people like to hear me talk about it sometimes. Okay, so if it's really that important for you guys, stay tuned, listen to the story, and then you put bits and stuff together. Okay, thank you very much. All right, moving on. Saludos desde Austin, Texas. Thanks. Stay positive and strong. Yes, thanks, Gail. Good morning. I hope you have a very blessed day. Thank you, Bernice Garcia 505. Thank you, Bernice. Appreciate that. I'm gonna try to stay as positive as I can, but it's nobody's business if I'm an American citizen or not, or if I have a green card or not. I got a black card. Okay. Okay, how many of you have bought that card that Mr. Trump, President Trump, was selling, the $5 million card? How many people have got bought that one? Mijo, hello, says Hills 4. How you doing, Mama? Thank you, Hills 4, for being here. You're so sweet. Saludos desde Chicago, ese. And that's from Gabino TV. Doris Martinez said, good morning from Albuquerque, New Mexico. All right, Doris, welcome here. I'm about to leave though, you guys. You hear my voice. I gotta go. I know there's a lot of people here right now, but I really do gotta go. Good morning from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thank you, Doris. Christina dice, hi, Amarillo, Texas. How are you doing? We're doing really good. Thanks for letting us know. Shouts out to Amarillo, right? Amarillo, Texas. And thanks for all the balloons, you guys, over here on Facebook. Okay, you guys, any last questions? Because I gotta go. Any last questions? For your page pound. For your page pound. What does that mean, Gail? Okay, Artemio dice, saludos, nuevo seguidor que pique. Es católico, igual que yo. Saludos, órale, pues un saludo ahí para todos los católicos también. Muchas gracias, que Dios los bendiga. Mayra dice, have a good weekend. Thanks, Mayrita, appreciate that, baby. Ritzky says, ¿vas a pescar hoy? No, tengo que ir a trabajar, pero mañana sí voy a ir. Mañana voy a ir a pescar y I'll be live por si quieren verme. Voy a agarrarme unas 2 o 3 sirenas, con una que me agarre, con eso me conformo. Pero sí, mañana sí voy a ir, hoy no, ¿ok? Okay, guys, thank you very much. I gotta go. Ay, nos vemos al rato. Thank you very much over here on Facebook. Appreciate that. Bye-bye. Thank you, YouTube. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good one. God bless everybody. If you guys are going to be protesting